Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Finn. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return. Them set up in business. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
to the middle. Finds a man on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on his many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that pass picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his 2nd pick in this game. He's been doing
pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
With the score now 14-3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Hard-hitting tackle.
It's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw on second down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's part.
Running toward the tape. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Fights off a defender. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game now. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On target over the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it on. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, You feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Canes are marching down the field. Let's go! From the gun. Give on the inside. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score now.
1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
3rd down coming.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And that pass intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Miami, 17.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hayden. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to...
Picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing.
Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. It's complete. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit behind note, a little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13 set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W in the block.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned... And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. When you know you have a team outclassed,